Hi everyone, we are now on our last unit for the year, statistics. So the first topic that we have for this lesson is recognizing statistical questions. Our essential question going to be, how are statistical questions different from other questions? Our lesson overview, we're just going to have some examples, discuss it. All right, so let's start. All right, so Miss Jackson wrote a question on the board. Then she collected students' responses to the question and recorded them in a tally chart. What question could she have? Asked her students, right? So is there more than one possible response to the question? I want you to try that and then we'll share, okay? So for now, how can you identify and write statistical questions? Think about this during our lesson. So we're just gonna see a table. Let's see. So Mrs. Borden asked the student question and recorded the data in the table, right? So which of the following is a statistical question that Mrs. Borden could have asked? So this is sheets of paper of feedback, number of sheets that we have. So let's see. What are the area of an 8.5 inches by 11 inches sheet of notebook paper? How many sheets of paper did you use last week? Did Bill use notebook paper to write his book report? So a statistical question anticipates that there will be a variety of answers. What does it mean for a question to have a variety of answers? The questions that does not have one correct answer. The answer to the question depends on who responds. So how can you tell by looking at the tally chart what the various responses were? Okay. So the first column shows that the various answers and the other different numbers of sheets of paper are used. The second column tells us how many students gave that response. The question, how many sheets of paper did you use last week, may be answered in different ways or various ways by Mrs. Borden's students. So it is a statistical question. The question, what are the area of 8.5 inch by 11 inch sheets of notebook paper? And did Bill use notebook paper to write his book report? Have only one correct answer, so they are not statistical question. You can display the data in a tally chart or in a bar graph. So this is a tally chart and this one is a bar graph. So how is the bar graph related to the tally chart? So if you could see, if you number of sheets of paper over here and number of students there, so number of paper and number of students response. So here, number of paper that is being used. So there are 5. How many students did that? Only 1. So a number of students also for 10 sheets of paper, and it's related. You create a bar graph, and later on we will also make a bar graph on our set of data. Okay. Let's see another example. So let's look at this one. Lucia surveyed the students in her class and made a dot plot of the result. What question could Lucia have asked? So look at this. We call this a dot plot. Okay, number of days and number of students that work for that days. So look at the title of the table, said dot plot, students weekly exercise. So the dot plot shows the number of days different students exercise in each week. The statistical question Lucia could have asked, how many days do you exercise each week? So it is a statistical question because it gives you a variety of answers. Okay. All right, here's another one. Dante surveyed students to see how they feel about the proposal to choose a new school mascot. The frequency table shows the results. What questions did Dante likely ask? Is this a statistical question? So Dante likely asked a question such as, Do you want a new mascot? There are only two answers, yes or no. Because there is no more than one possible answer, this is a statistical question. Because there is more than one possible answer, so this is a statistical question. So, do you think you have any other questions that you could create for this one? Look at this question. Is the question, how many votes did the winning candidate receive in our state? A statistical question? So for this one, it is not. This question has only one vote total as a correct response. So even though they said, oh, he got 60 votes. So even though it's like the answer is a big number, but it is only one particular answer. Okay? Let's look at this one. Is the question, what are the team scores in the bowling tournament? Is that a statistical question? Alright, so with this answer is yes. This question has many bowling scores as the correct response. Let's try another one. Alright, look at this one. Is the question, what were the team scores in the bowling tournament? What were the team scores in the bowling tournament? Is that a statistical question? Let's see. Tell me. So with this it says, yes, this question has many bowling scores as the correct answer. So every time they give you more than one possible answer, then that is a statistical question. Let's try one more. So look at this very carefully. Is the question, what was the highest team score in the bowling tournament? Could that be a possible statistical question? Right, so for this one, it is no, because you're just going to ask what is the highest score. So there's only one highest score. So the answer is no, it's not a statistical question. Let's try this one. Is the question, how many cars traveled across the bridge on Wednesday? Is that a statistical question? Let's see. Okay, so for this one, the answer is no, because of the word Wednesday. This is on specific day. So the question is only one number of cars as the correct response. So how many cars travel? So you could say on Wednesday are 20 cars travel. So it has only one particular answer for that particular day. I look for this one. How many votes did the winning candidate receive in each county of a state? Let's see. And how is it statistical or not statistical? So with this, the answer is yes. The question has many vote totals as the correct response. So because there are so many counties that you are asking, so in different states, it tells you a different scores. Okay. Maybe this is our last example. Is the question, how many inches of rain fell during May of last year? Is this a statistical question? Okay, so the answer is no, right? Because it has specific month, and you just could add it up on that May. So there's only one measurement for May. Okay, here goes the last. Is the question, what was the total attendance at the fair during the week it was open? Is it a statistical question? And let's see how it is. So for this one, there is no. So the question has only one attendance figure, because it just asks you, if it says each week, then that will be statistical, but it's just asking for that week. During the week it was open, so it's more on specific one. So again, we could identify if it is statistical or not statistical if it allows you to have more than one possible answer, or it is statistical if it's a variety of answers, possible answers. And if it's a question that only give you one particular answer for one specific question, then it is not statistical. The last example, how many nickel are in a dollar? So that is not statistical because it gives you one specific answer. So which former president appears on a nickel? So that has only particular answer, right? We gotta identify what it is and who it is. How many nickels do students carry in their backpack? So this is a statistical question because we do not know student 1, student 2, student 3, how many nickels they carry in their bag. So that has a variety of answers. So again, statistical has more possible solution or answer. Not statistical is a specific answer to a specific question. Okay? Okay, so with that said, I want you to self-check yourself and let's practice more on our workbook. Until next time, guys, Mama, see you.